What's up, team? I am back in the building, and it is time to review John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. What a roller coaster. I mean, damn. Roll the trailer. Y'all see what I'm saying? Let's get right into this review. Let's talk about the director. This film is directed by Chad Stahelski, and I have to say, thank you. Thank you for not letting me down. Thank you for showing us, an American audience, that it could be done. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. This man directed John Wick 1, 2, and 3 and still kept the same beat. Thank you. I love the fact that we understand who John Wick is. But in this film, he still was able to tell that story visually. He was still able to show a broken man trying to redeem himself. He was still able to show brand new freaking epic butt whippings and deaths and still keep the audience and myself entertained. This man was able to show us John Wick, the boogeyman.
He ain't lying.
Chad was really able to break this film down visually in a way I haven't seen in a very long time. He was able to tell the story visually and still keep me entertained. That ain't easy. So thank you for that, Chad. You really put your foot on this product and said, I'm gonna own this. I love it. I also noticed something in there, and maybe it's just me, but on certain scenes, you guys know that Chad didn't start off a director. I think he was an extra and stuff like that, and I believe he was in the movie The Crow. But I really felt some of that in this film. The shots that he took made me remember Brandon Lee. And I remember seeing a close to the end, like in the final take, the final act. I remember seeing something in there, and I was like, "Yo, this reminds me a lot of The Crow." And then there was another scene, with John Wick. Obviously, you guys watch part 2. They're coming after him. When the assassins come after him, that also reminded me of Brandon Lee and The Crow. I was able to feel something old, but got something new. Now, that's just how I felt. But shout out to you, Chad, because you did something special right there. And I appreciate that. As a matter of fact, Chad, you get one of these just for being consistent. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Let's talk about the visuals. The choreography in this film is just phenomenal. There's nothing else I can really say. It's consistent. It makes sense. The way they conducted Keanu Reeves mixed in with other martial artists and stuntmen makes a lot of sense. I mean, we got a chance to see him go against Asian fighters, Russians, Americans. You know what I'm saying? He got a taste of the world, and they never changed John Wick's style. But there's one thing we learn about John Wick throughout these films. He's a timing-based individual. So no matter his type of technique, the boogeyman can still get down with the best. And the best can still get the best of him. But he just knows what he does. And for them to be able to show the choreography in that and make it believable is just phenomenal. It's like, thank you. And for you to do that for American audience, I appreciate it even more. The visuals are on point. The deaths were amazing. I'm just like, wow, that was tight. You know what I'm saying? Things like that really worked out for me watching this film. Let's talk about the story. Let's talk about that script. Story, script, solid. This is an action thriller type of movie, so I don't expect to get mind-blowing story. However, this story works so well because it continues off from part 1 all the way to 3. We understand the woman of the love of his life passed away. She gave him a puppy. Hit hard times. Puppy died. The boogeyman returns. We still keep that consistent heartbeat. However, in part 3, we learn more about John Wick. And I'm okay with that. We realize things about him that we didn't understand about him in the previous films. So I love the fact that within this, I think it's like 2 weeks or a week main frame of the films, we learning more and more about the boogeyman. And we know that the world knows who the boogeyman is even more. And he has a big impact. It's amazing. It's like this guy can travel around the world and the boogeyman is known. And I love the fact that piece by piece in this story, they feeding you this info. And we get this dialogue of John Wick that is just phenomenal. To me, I thought the script was really good. It has this different moments that is different from John Wick 1 and 2. But for the most part, the script is so consistent because you don't lose a beat. You're just amazed. You get some information, and right before it gets boring, some stuff pops off. Thought the script was solid for this type of movie. I don't expect Keanu Reeves to give me a big speech. I expect him to say, yeah, I'm back. I expect him to say, I'm mad. No. Yes. Okay. He's the boogeyman. He ain't supposed to talk. I expect, what's his name? I expect the Ian McShane's to talk. You know what I'm saying? The Lawrence Fishburnes. I expect them to talk. So I'm okay with this. I thought the story and script was sound. Let's talk about the acting. I'm going to talk about Keanu Reeves last, but I'm going to talk about Halle Berry first. When I seen Halle Berry in those trailers, I'm going to be 100% real with y'all. I was worried. I was like, yo, bigger budget. Okay, you get more stars in here, but Halle Berry? Can she hold her own in this type of film? She Hollywood, yo. Yeah, this is Monster Ball, man. This is Halle Berry. I don't know, man. I'm a little worried. And then I chilled for a minute. And then I seen some tweets out there. Some tweets. She threw some tweets out there of her training. I'm like, oh, Frank, okay. She looked good. Halle Berry, beautiful, man. I'll marry Halle Berry. And I'm like, damn, man. She's really putting in this work. The work that some actors claim they do. Halle Berry put them guns to work. And she was able to show me that work in this film. Halle Berry stunted on all them young actresses, yo. They claim they do their own stunts. Now, I know she didn't do all her stunts. But I'm tripping on my own self. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when Halle Berry was in that 007 film. She hurt herself on set, bro. Because she was out there being daring. I forgot. But when I talk out loud, I start remembering. She hurt herself on that set. Because she was out there trying things back then. And man, she did not disappoint me. Gorgeous Halle Berry is stunning on these young actresses in this film. I don't know why she ain't in the MCU nor the DCFU no more. I don't know. Because she's out there doing her own. Where was this Halle Berry? In the X-Men movie. Because Halle Berry put that work in this movie. And she ain't the only beauty in this. Them German Shepherds were tight. Those 3 were epic to me. I'm sorry. I'm just tight. Ian McShane. What can I say? The man's phenomenal, yo. He is a tight actor. He has that look that, bruh, if they didn't get Sir Anthony Hopkins to play Odin, you know Ian plays Odin on American Gods. He would have been I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not taking nothing from Sir Anthony Hopkins. But Ian McShane would have been the perfect Odin for the real Thor Ragnarok, bruh. That man is just convincing. I don't know what it is. He doesn't scream evil. He doesn't scream good guy. He just screams above it all. Ahead of the curve. He was tight in this film. Lawrence Fishburne, you guys ain't nothing enough to say. I love me some Lawrence Fishburne. That is my go-to actor, bruh. He's on my top 5. Y'all know that. You know this. Now Keanu Reeves, bruh, did not disappoint at all. Consistent with everything he did in this film. I just love seeing Keanu Reeves in this movie. I love seeing Keanu Reeves because when you think about it, I just named 4 actors, right? And they're all over 40. I just named 4 actors. And they're all, I believe, I don't know how old Halle Berry is. Wait, let me check. Real quick. Alright, they're all over 50. God, oh my God. Shame on you young actors in Hollywood, bruh. You got 4 actors, bruh. And I ain't even counting Tom Cruise. And they're running this game around you young bucks, putting their bodies, showing them skills, that gun work, that action play. God, what the freak, man, we got a problem. But I don't want to talk about that. Let's go back up. Keanu Reeves, man, he was tight. I can't go on no more. God, leave, man. What is that? I'm watching this movie and I'm looking at these guys like, yo, they doing this. They are doing this. How? You're old. No CG. You're doing. Oh! Alright. This is probably the most hyped review ever because this movie just really did that for me, yo. It was just phenomenal seeing Keanu Reeves just put in work. And you can see he's older, but it just worked with him. Man, he was just so tight, yo. So tight. Man, I go on all day long with this. Alright. Keanu Reeves tight. Let's talk about pros. Let's talk about cons. I'm gonna go cons first. The only problem in Parabellum that I noticed the first time watching it is that it was more Hollywood than part 1 and part 2. And for some moviegoers, that could pull you out of this film. It pulled me out twice. However, I got pulled right back in. Let me explain the Hollywood factors. There's a certain level, like you see some actors, right? And you're like, yo, he in here? And you understand why. Because of the Hollywood factor. That kind of pulls me back, but that didn't pull me out. But I can see it pulling some people out that know these actors or actresses. You know what I'm saying? Another Hollywood factor was the comedy. There was way more comedy in this film than I've ever seen in a John Wick movie. Was it noticeable? Yes. Was it tolerable? For the most part, yes. But some people might take some, John Wick has got his own cult following, and some people are going to take it differently. Me, I saw it, and I'm going to be honest with you, I was like, this is too typical for Hollywood. I'm not going to spoil it, but let's just say this. I hate when you have actors in this film that get down and dirty. Like, that's who they are. When you first get introduced to a character, right? And you understand where they stand. And then you make them tell jokes when they come back. It throws you out of it. And that's that Hollywood stuff. I would prefer if you have characters that are just comedic off the bat. And then we see them be comedic and then get real when the stuff hits the fan. But Hollywood likes to show you the serious, so you're waiting, and then they become jokes. I don't like that. And that is a big con in this film. It's not major, but for the most part, some people will notice that Hollywood market right there. They always do that. They always do that, and I hate it. Pros, the movie. The movie's just good, man. It's a great action thriller film. Keanu Reeves, Halle Berry, Ian McShane, Lawrence Fishburne. My gosh, the list goes on. The fight, the choreography team, bruh, the action, the directing, Chad Stahelski, bruh. Everybody that put their work in this film is a pro, yo. They really showed us that it could be done. It is a consistent film from beginning to end. There's no slow parts. There's some irritating parts, but that's because that's character development. But you understand that watching this. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and give this film a grade. John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum has great directing. The visuals are dope. The choreography, the action sequence are just phenomenal. I mean, I couldn't ask for more. The acting is just a breath of fresh air. When I see actors like Keanu Reeves and Halle Berry, over 50 years old, putting in work like they 20, makes me look at these young bucks in a different light. I don't like actors and actresses to lie and say how much training they do. And then I see they movie and they're all CG. And then when I see Keanu Reeves and Halle Berry putting in work, step your game up. The story, the script, solid. It's sound for this type of movie. It's an action thriller. Don't expect too much, but you do get some sprinkles of more information about John Wick. I love this film. This movie gets an A. John Wick Chapter 3 gets an A from J3. That is a triple threat, bruh. John Wick 1 got an A, John Wick 2 got an A, and you better believe John Wick 3 getting an A, yo. I hope y'all enjoyed my review. I kept that 100. If you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button. Thumbs up this video, yo. And don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I love you guys. Shout out to my Patreons. I appreciate you guys for holding this channel down. Shout out to all the love out there. I'm J3. And I'm out.